in and close the gap between the official exchange rate and what we have in the parallel market?
There was a major conversion between the parallel market and the official. It converged, actually very, very close, almost the same. Yeah? And then, at that time, I remember there was BDC category A, BDC category B, and C. There was ABC, where category A was allowed to also bid at the interbank FX. You know, so basically what it meant was that FX to the retail sector, the man on the street, was, in fact, I remember then, when you want to change dollars, you're angry because this thing doesn't even have value. Okay? Dollar, it was if dollar value was going, thank you. Then there was a change in policy with the new regime. The idea was that basically that there was too much dollars in the system, you know, money laundering, blah, 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 and then the Bureau de Change were cut out. It was cancelled. They had no more access, okay? And within 1 month, what happened? It went that way. I can never forget. And to my mind, you know, at that point in time, one could have said, okay, maybe the policy wasn't the right policy. Let's withdraw it, okay? Then the idea was, okay, fine, well, if it's going to go this way, if the currency is going to start going that way, we need to attack with interest rates. And the idea was not interest rates, not because the one thing we need to understand, the high interest rate in Nigeria was not because of inflation per se. It was really to attract foreign currency into the system. It wasn't about inflation. The whole idea was if you took the interest rates off, more people will buy our bonds. To buy our bonds, they will bring dollars. And that will help to stabilize the currency. That was what it was about. Okay? And that is what started that spur. But the point is that, as you see, it has never really solved that problem. Because the money that came in was temporary money. And once it left, whoa, that's what happened. And that's exactly what happened to the system. You see? The truth of the matter is, the way I see it, if you look at the people that push the currency more, the depreciation, it seems to me that it tends to come more from the retail end. Okay? And when you speak to the sort of those bureau de change, etc., what you hear is, oh, we can't find dollars, so it becomes more expensive. We can't find dollars, it becomes more expensive. When I look back at what happened with the Soludo's regime, what he did was he made dollars stupidly available to that sector. And what happened? The convergence occurred. You see? If you look at it from the institutional side, they're not changing money at 500. It's much lower. Where you have that 500, whatever, is normally at the retail end. So the more you starve the retail end, to my mind, what I see is that the more the currency seems to be pushing out wider. And when I look at the evidence from Soludo's time, when he provided and made sure that the retail sector was fully supported, right? I saw a very different exchange rate regime. It's worth looking at that. If you ask me a question about how do you resolve the FX issue, there are two stages. My first would be you need to focus on the issue of Niger Delta. That's number one. Okay? So if we look at what happened, you came in, amnesty, cancel, this, cancel, that. Yeah? Now, all that did was it just basically said, okay, well, if you want to do that, we'll return the other way. Alright? And the cost to the country has been a lot more than the cost of amnesty. Let's be honest. Right? So there are certain times you say to yourself, cost economics, does it make sense? Because the truth of the matter is, if you don't increase your production, oil can go $200 a barrel. You're still not going to make money anyway. So the first thing you don't you don't touch is your productive capacity. So whatever would keep the productive capacity high, you manage that one. So if you ask me what needs to be done, number one, resolve Niger Delta matter. So at least you can have the hope of going back to 2 to 2.5 million barrels per day. At $50-something per barrel, you will be pretty much fine in terms of your dollar revenues. But you cannot expect we're going to go to war with Niger Delta and then we're going to end the dollars. Where is it coming from? What are you producing? What are you selling? Yeah? So that's quid pro quo. So for me, that is what I think there should be. And I can see, there's some move towards that. It's easier to float your economy when your revenues, your foreign revenues are large. All right? So if you can move towards, if I had to put the economy in a three-point stage right now in terms of trying to sort it out. One, sort out Niger Delta. Two, probably maybe go back to a fixed exchange rate for some period. Three, sort out the legal impediments that are stopping things like mining and stuff to develop and evolve. Those areas, Four, support agriculture, not from a subsistence basis, but from in other words, the same way we have joint ventures producing oil, have joint ventures with agriculture. You start to export, domestic and whatever. So that when you put all these things in place, what you've done is, one, create a situation where, from a domestic standpoint, you can feed yourself. But foreign, you're now generating income. You've created an enabling environment for other parts of the economy to work, mining, etc. They're mining, they're exporting, revenues. Oil is working, revenues. Now you're making a much more robust revenue. Then you can move into a level of, let's float our exchange rate. I think the problems of Nigeria, to my mind, I don't think they are insurmountable, but you need to put people, that are passionate, have the energy, and how do I put it, are not necessarily constrained by political and all the different tensions and wants and not wants and whatever, and to move the economy in the right direction. Nigeria is not insurmountable. We can do it.